A Scientology insider has turned on the cult and is taking on its global leader. Debbie Cook was once responsible for promoting Scientology around the world, but now she has taken the witness box to outline what she says really goes on inside the secretive cult. Here's Brian Seymour with her story and the Australian former members backing her up.
Your personal immortality. Never in the history of Scientology have so many moved into the OT band.
He ordered his secretary to slap me, and she slapped me so hard I fell over into the chairs.
Is it a church?
No.
What is it?
It's a cult.
The authorities need to investigate this urgently. This is something that requires police investigation.
Beaten, tortured, degraded beyond belief. She was made to watch the torture, beatings and degradation of others.
Mr. Miscavige ordered his communicator to break my finger if I didn't answer his question.
This is Debbie Cook today. Just a few years ago, she was selling Scientology to the world.
The expanded advanced organization has tripled the number of Class 9 auditors. FLAG is making more Golden Age of Tech OTs than ever before.
After 29 years, Debbie Cook had worked her way into a position of trust around the upper end of Scientology's chain of command. Finally, in 2007, Debbie had to get out, escape the cult. There was no choice. Debbie simply could not take any more after she was imprisoned in the hole.
Couldn't make it past security, the windows were barred.
The hole was two giant trailers put together, infested with ants. Without power sometimes, 100 Scientologists were crammed together. They were fed slop and kept prisoner for weeks, months on end, all at the whim of their leader, David Miscavige.
And you were a 40-something-year-old woman with a very, very respected job.
Yes.
Debbie says she was stood up and screamed at by 100 Scientologists for hours on end as they dumped buckets of cold water over her head, all as punishment for her crime, wanting to leave.
We're here on a serious matter. We're here to formalize the signing of an agreement.
In this Scientology video, Debbie, about to leave, agrees to sign a confidentiality agreement.
If you could initial the bottom of each page.
Debbie kept quiet for 5 years. Then 2 months ago, she sent an email to her Scientology friends, angry at the total focus on money. Scientology pounced, forcing her into court for breaching her agreement to keep quiet. But it backfired spectacularly when, under oath, Debbie started revealing just how dysfunctional Scientology and its leader really are.
Were you brainwashed? Is that
Yeah,
it?
of course.
Okay.
Well, would anyone do that?
Peter O'Brien worked in the Australian labour camp we showed you 2 weeks ago, where adults and children, including Shane Kelsey, were forced into hard labour and deprivation, just like their American brethren.
Grotty, you had to make the space livable where you were sent.
And it really begs the question, what are the authorities in Australia doing to protect people against this sort of abuse?
Independent federal senator Nick Xenophon is horrified, not only by Debbie Cook's account of Scientology's abuse, but also because it's happening to Australians here.
How can these gross violations of human rights happen under our noses, in our suburbs?
Peter O'Brien wants to see Scientology dismantled and closed down.
Why would anyone need anything from the Church of Scientology if they know that they're not actually doing or helping people? They're not doing what they say. In fact, they're ripping them off, they're abusing their generosity, their help.
What they do to their members is nothing short of outrageous. It's a complete denial of their human rights.
That's Brian Seymour reporting. Now, Debbie Cook is back in court next week to ask for a trial date to be set.